Hey guys, what's up? This is Megan coming at you live for another powerful video. I'm on a roll now, man. I'm just throwing out all the videos out there, as many as I can, to try to not just educate you guys, but lead you to greatness. Cause I'm already on the path there. I'm on my journey to greatness. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I wasn't put on earth to be just another individual in the tombstone when I die. And the only thing that's gonna make me happy is to get to the top with as many people as possible. I don't want to be the only one at the top of the mountain. That's not fun. I would like my friends to meet me up there. I would like my comrades to meet me up there. And I want them to come from all shapes and sizes, strangers all over the world. I believe that knowledge is the secret to everything. You guys know me. But one thing that I believe is more important than knowledge is fortune. Some people call it luck. Some people call it God. People call it different things. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I call it, but just respect everybody's belief. I'm just gonna call it fortune. But that's a different video. It's coming up soon. So to get you guys to that point, what I decided to do is I believe that we're on earth to serve each other. So that's why I have these channels to serve people. I believe that the greater always serves the weakest, and the weakest also serves the person that's weaker than him. I believe that if you have something that somebody doesn't have, your job is to serve that, those people that are weaker than you with what you know. That doesn't make you better than them. It makes you their servant. That's all it makes you. That's why I don't believe in people that think they're better than other people because they know something that most people don't. I believe in my philosophy is that the more you know, the more you in depth into society. The more you study, the more you have to share. And that goes against what most people believe. Most people think, no, if I read, it's my knowledge, I keep it to myself. Fuck that. You're gonna die with your knowledge, right? I believe that if you know something, thank God, thank the heavens that the knowledge was revealed to you. Your job is to pass that on to the next generation or to the people in your generation. So the more I read, the more I feel like I'm indebted to society, to YouTube, to my friends out there, and to my supporters. So every time I discover something through my reading and through my searching, my soul searching, I'm gonna share with you guys on this channel. All right, this one I call it three secrets to Boston, to living the life of a boss. You know, we're put here to be bosses. We're put here to. And somebody once told me, well, if everybody's a boss, then who's gonna be the peasant? And I looked at the comment, I was like, well, I guess the peasants are gonna be the people that are on their way to becoming bosses. I mean, eventually, the peasant will be king. So, three secrets that I found really work. How do I know it works? Because my life has changed in this past 12 months. 2013 is around the corner, and a lot of improvements have been made. A lot of fuckery happened to me this year, but believe it or not, by applying these secrets, these fuckeries and obstacles became stepping stones to elevate me higher. So I'm really grateful for that, and I'm ready to share with you guys some of these secrets. Number one, I mentioned that so many videos. Discover what matters. I wrote it down on a piece of paper here so I don't forget. Right? Discover what matters. The most important things in life. The most important thing in life is to know what really matters. Like I said before, we focus on so many different things, and it ultimately becomes our our bane. Um, a lot of times we watch videos or we read stories and we become inspired, and we're like, oh man, I'm gonna take on the whole world. You know, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with that. The problem with that is if you don't have the proper direction, Team 3D, Dominant Discipline Direction. If you don't have proper direction, that ambition will consume you. Why? Because you're gonna set so many goals. You're gonna find pleasure in that. You're gonna set so many goals, so many different endeavors, and you're gonna burn yourself out because you're gonna stretch yourself too thin, right? And you're gonna be trying to do too many things all at once, so you'll be going in circles and you won't be going anywhere. You'll be trying to do this and at the same time doing this. One of the quotes that I came up with last year was what did I say? The reason why you haven't accomplished Monday's goal is because of the goal you set on Tuesday. Think about that for 5 minutes. You know what I'm trying to say. So you have to pick one thing to focus on and just build on top of that, right? So the number one thing that I want to tell you guys, number one secret is discover what matters. So many things cloud your vision, right? So many things. You want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. Yes, ultimately you will have everything that you're looking for. Yes, you have the right to have all your desires come true, but you have to know the road. You have to go from A to B to C to D. You can't have ABC all at once. You have to find a way to connect the dots so that in the end, ultimately, you have everything that you ever wanted, but you tackle it one at a time. Divide and conquer. The best way to do that is to look at all the things that you actually really want and put them in all one big picture. What is that big picture? That's what you want to focus on, right? As guys, we have a lot of similar goals. You know, a lot of us just want women and fame and all that crap. But really look at the big picture. What position can you attain that's gonna give you all these things that you desire? Because it's all of life is about positions. It's all about positions. Positions decide everything. Positions decide the outcome of 90% of battles. If you're in a good position, you have a lot of things available to you. So don't seek things. Don't look for things individually. Look for a position that will put you above the things that you desire, and these things will be available to you. So discover what matters. Look at the big picture. Look at all your desires, because your desires and your lusts, your wants, all these things are hints to your destiny, to where you're heading. You know, don't neglect your desires. Don't say, oh no, that's gonna make me. No, no, no. Your passions and your likes hint to discovering your purpose. So look at the big picture. Once you have everything on a piece of paper, look at the big picture and decide one position that you know that you want to attain, and that should become your focus. That should be your area of focus. Once you reach that, then all these things that you desire will come to you. Sometimes the best way to possess something is to look away from it. Look at something bigger than that. It's kind of like in bodybuilding. You want to lift 80 pounds for 4 reps. Well, in order to do that as fast as possible, you want to start lifting 100 pounds for 1 rep, as many times as you can. And when you go back to 80 pounds, it's cake. In the same way, if you desire something, look for something that's above it, that's greater than that, that encompasses that. Then when you achieve that, all those things at the bottom will become yours. So number one, discover what matters. Right. Number two, focus on what matters. This is one of the most important one out of the three. Focus, the law of focus. A great man, I forgot his name, once said, the reason why men fail is not because they have no goals, it's because they have too many goals. Back to what I said earlier. So you want to focus on one thing, right? Once you discover what matters, you want to focus on that. How do you focus on something? Simple. You eliminate all competition. You eliminate rivals. Let me give you one example. Say your goal is to be the best basketball player that ever lived, right? Just basic example. To apply rule number two, which is to focus, so you discover what mattered, right? Basketball, the position of being the best point guard ever, right? Number two, when you focus on what matters, what you want to do is you want to eliminate all your other little bitch goals, right? If you want to be the best basketball player to ever live, and you believe that that's attainable, I believe, you know, obviously it is. People have done it. You're not any different than them. Eliminate the little goals that you said that have nothing to do with basketball, right? Eliminate you spending hours on this, spending hours on this game, spending hours on reading this book. Every book that you read should have something to do with basketball. Every magazine that you buy, every video that you watch, everything that you do should be centered on your goal. It will bring you there closer, and it will keep you from being distracted. Because once you're distracted, once your focus is broken, you're back to square one. It's kind of like taking somebody's Pokemon game back in the days and, like, I don't know, deleting all their files, and they got to start back at Pallet Town. You don't want that. You want to stay focused. When you focus, you build momentum, and momentum is the secret to, like, acceleration. When you have your momentum going, you don't want to stop it. It's gonna make you go faster and faster and faster, from speed at 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, exponential growth, as long as you're focused. So you want to eliminate distractions. You want to eliminate things that have nothing to do with your focus. So for the guy that, you know, in that example, if basketball is your focus, then everything you do should be focused on basketball. You know what I'm saying? Everything you read, everything that you do, one way or another. If your focus is music, same thing, right? So number one, you discover what matters. Number two, you focus on what matters by eliminating rivals, by eliminating rival goals, right? Every video game that you buy has to be about basketball. Try to learn as much as you can. So you want to, every picture, every poster in your room should be about, you know, basketball. It should be pretty much whatever your focus is. Your whole house, your whole personality has to be drowned in that. You know, it's gonna help you build momentum and stay focused. Just because another goal is good doesn't mean it belongs on your plate, right? You may say, but hey, Jonathan, my other goals are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good, but is that what you really want? If you have to pick only one goal, will those be in it? No, so delete it. Be ruthless. Don't be afraid to eliminate competitions for the sake of reaching the top. And number three, build on what matters. So number one, we have discover what matters. Number two is focus on what matters by eliminating the things that don't matter. It's pretty simple, common sense. Number three, you want to build on what matters. Like I said in one of my videos, give yourself a number, a stat, like in RPG games, right? Say you're level 5. Back to the example of the basketball guy, you're level 5. your goal is to be level 20. At level 20, you have your position as the greatest on the, on the planet. So you want to build on that level 5 every day. You want to, like I said, once you surrounded yourself with the things that matter, with the things about basketball, you want to read basketball books, you want to read biographies, you want to read interviews, you want to look at games, you want to look at famous games, you want to build on the knowledge you have now, because your future will not come unless your knowledge is proportionate to the future you want to have. If you want to be the greatest player, then you must have a great knowledge on that field. So increase your knowledge, build on what matters, increase your knowledge on the field you selected every single day, every single hour. Whatever your goal is, you want to build on what matters by increasing your knowledge on what matters. And that's it. Follow these 3 principles and you'll be on your way to being a boss. And you'll be surprised, since you chose at number 1, you discover what matters. You chose the most important thing that you have the most passion in. Remember, I told you guys, don't pick things just because money's there. Money will follow you once you follow your passion. Pick the things that you know you can do naturally, that you're gifted to do, and you don't, that you're not gonna have any rivals in. Right? Pick something that you're really good at and you really love. Once you discover that, you focus on that by eliminating the competition, and you build on that by increasing your knowledge in that area, and you're on your way to greatness. You're on your way to being buried in a grave where that site will be a site of pilgrimage. You're on the way to having a tombstone made of gold saying, here lies so and so and so, the expert at so and so and so. Wish you the best. Hope this helps.